Hello, today is the birthday of Andrew Motion, who used to be the poet laureate, and he's recently written a memoir called Sleeping on Islands, in which he talks about the influences which helped him to become the poet he is. He was a fan of Rupert Brooke as a young man, and discovered that the literary executor of Rupert Brooke lived just down the road. So he got to know him, Gerald Keynes, and then when he went to Oxford, he got to know W.H. Auden, who also valued the poetry that he was writing and approved of him and encouraged him. I think in both the cases of those men there was an element of sexual enjoyment that they received from having this young man's company. That wasn't the case with the next person that he met, Philip Larkin, in the University of Hull, but Larkin too, whom he got to know, encouraged him, and Andrew Motion is perfectly open and honest about the fact that he needed this approval, he needed this encouragement, and he says, of course, you need the encouragement, and the more eminent the people who give you the encouragement, the better it makes you feel. In his case, I think one can find reasons why he needed it so desperately. His father, an industrial brewer, was proud of the fact that he'd never read a book in his life. And his mother, when he was quite young, fell off a horse and was in a coma for 3 years, and then severely disabled for another 6, unable to communicate except by grunts and whispers, until she died. So he didn't have that parental approval that can so often set many of us off on the right path. But it reminded me of how important approval is, not just from our parents, but from all sorts of people, particularly people who know something about the field in which we're seeking approval, whether it's how to live a good life, or whether it's some particular talent or skill. And I think sometimes we need to put ourselves into the company of those who we feel will encourage us, because this will enable us to feel more positive about ourselves, and we should be unashamed, as Andrew Motion is, about doing that. And sometimes it actually requires a bit of fishing to get the person or people to say positive things about us, and you have to be a bit cautious then to make sure they're being honest, but often they are, they just weren't about to say it. And we need that kind of approbation. I think also it's a reminder to us how important it is to give it. That if we see somebody that we're close to, or even someone that we're not sometimes, doing something well and something that we value, to encourage them with a word of approval, a word of support, a word of encouragement can make all the difference, because it's something we all need, and it's something that we can offer each other quite freely and can make such a difference to each other's lives.